Hi again. Yeah, just wanted to make this little video to show you this, and be aware of this if you buy a ride-on lawnmower. So I'll show you what it does. And you see that? Well, even if I put a jump pack on it as well, it does the same. So it's not battery related, and also it isn't starter related either. But if you go to buy one, people may try and pull the wool over your eyes and tell you, oh, it's got a bit of a weak battery, or it's got a weak starter. Well, it is a possibility, but from what I found out on this one and on a chipper before, it's very unlikely. A telltale sign is if it's got a new starter on, means they've obviously probably had issues, and well, they would have had issues, either a broken starter or thinking a new starter will solve this problem where it doesn't. Yeah, like I said, the battery all fine. It could be a valve issue, and we'll come back to that in a minute. And it could be fuel getting flooded into the bore, so that's always worth checking first. And the valve adjustments, they're always worth checking. To check if there's fuel in it, just take the plug out and then turn it over, and then you'll see fuel come out, and then it'll get rid of it. But that isn't the case with this. I've already done that and there was nothing come out, but it turned over fine then because there's no compression. And yeah, so I found out what it was. I sort of knew straight away because I'd experienced a problem before. It is the decompression system. And the decompression system is on the camshaft, and that is right in the depths of the engine. So that will mean I've got to split the engine. Somewhere down there I think it splits, but the engine's got to come apart, come off the machine first. Most of the auxiliary bits off, if not all, and then fit the new part in. The new part for this particular engine, because it's a GXV 390, is well, I was quoted locally by a Honda dealer £200. I've managed to order one from the States for £150. A bit few and far between, you know, but I could have got one for £200. If it's a GX 390, where like you have on the chippers, where the shaft comes out the side rather than underneath, you can buy them copied, pattern parts, for about £25–30. So that's what I did for my chipper, because I had the same problem on my chipper. That was a pull cord actually though, it wasn't an electric start, but when you pulled it, it used to kick back and nearly rip your hand off. And that was another thing, that had a brand new recoil on it. The next time machine had a brand new recoil, so that was a bit of a telltale sign as well, that they'd had trouble, because I actually broke a brand new recoil on it. When I pulled it, it went back and it just broke the little flappy bits it's supposed to catch when the engine started it. So that was quite easy to fix, that one, because I could fix it on the machine because the side come off of the engine while it was still on the machine. This one, how it is, it's just got to all come off, and then the engine split, and then new part in, put back, new gasket put back together, which isn't a massively hard job, it's a bit time consuming. So yeah, I just wanted you to be aware of that. If you go and buy or go to look at a ride-on lawnmower or a chipper or many other things, it seems to be well, I've only experienced it with Honda, but actually as well, I did have a lawnmower in for a job once, and I didn't really know about this problem. I put a new starter on that, and that was a Tecumseh engine, and that did have the same problem. I know that now, I didn't know it back then. So yeah, that was never really a success because it had that problem. So you could put recoil on it, but you'd have to turn it so it gets just past that tight compression, then pull it and then hope it starts. It's not really a proper option in my opinion. The only proper way to do this is to replace the part. In my other chipper engine, it wasn't actually the spring broke. It's usually a spring or the sort of system's worn. The spring was present on my chipper one, but I could see a bit of wear on it, on the sort of lever type bit. So yeah, I put the new part in. It was fine after that. So yeah, I'm having to wait probably a good couple of weeks for the part, I should imagine, on this. It is on order, but yeah, got to wait. And yeah, so I'll show you a bit of that when it comes. So yeah, I've a bit disappointed because it sort of did always start okay, but yeah, gone started lately, and it just doesn't want to know. You can see what it was doing, because I've just refurbed the deck on this machine. So yeah, the sort of semi sort of refurb is going to have to be put on hold at the moment. But yeah, when I got it, the bloke said, "Oh, the battery was a bit flat," and yeah, it did start then. But now, if I went to look at one that did the same, I'd really have my suspicions that it is the camshaft. Like I said, a new starter motor sort of does tell you something. They do go wrong, but there's usually something. If they run over freely, it doesn't usually do any harm to the starter. But if you keep trying to turn it over and over again, how tight it is, that will burn the starter out. So yeah, so I just thought I'd do a quick video about this, and you know, just so you can be aware if you go and look at anything and it's got this sort of problem. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be along with another video again soon.